Today I played Iratus, Lord of the Dead.
The dead can be raised. My kingdom comes.
Right.
Okay, so
What was that?
so basically it's Darkest Dungeon. Some guys looked at Darkest Dungeon and they're like, let's switch it round. Instead of controlling the good guys, you control the bad guys.
Okay.
You're a necromancer, you raise like bodies up.
So you have like lines of adventurers walking through your dungeon.
Yeah, so you've got like
It's
four.
like Dungeon Keeper.
You've got four, like you control like little teams of zombies. It's very much like Darkest Dungeon, okay? You put together a little team of people. They have 6 abilities each, which is actually, when you start the game, pretty overwhelming. Because you've got 4 different guys with 4 different abilities. The zombie, weirdly, is a ranged one. He has a cannon, okay?
Right.
There's like a banshee, she like screams and stuff and like makes people move around and like changes the order of them. You've got like a death knight at the front with a big shield and he gets stronger the more armor he has.
Okay.
And you've got like a skeleton who's
What's the-
basically crap and fodder. Now,
Does he have a bow?
no, when the
He
skeleton...
should have the cannon.
So when you kill more enemies, so it's done a little bit like Slay the Spire, you move through a kind of pathway. So like from encounter
so you
to
kind of
encounter.
pick a route, like
Yeah.
FDL, you know, like
So some of them level you up. So first of all, you have skills on your hero. You can like
so you've got.
cast spells.
They're all different heroes.
So you've got 4 different,
heroes.
Undead, but you can actually get up to like 20 different types of undead.
Oh, so you have undeads as like, and you're the necromancer.
So
who's
you have
the hero,
your
right?
necromancer, you have a party of undead.
Yeah.
When they die permanently.
Okay.
And so you have to craft new guys, new undead, to replace them. There's like a lot of synergies that work together. So for example, you might have like I think she's called like a bride. The bride is like an archer, okay? But she has like an overwatch ability. So you can use her overwatch ability, and then when any of them move position, she will shoot them.
Right.
So you can have the bride doing overwatch, and then the skeleton knocks someone back,
And then the Overwatch will trigger.
and they'll trigger. Then you can use your Death Knight to like push them back again, and the Overwatch will trigger. So you can come up with these quite cool synergies.
That sounds fun.
The other thing that's different is that in Darkest Dungeon, you had on your own guys like a sanity bar.
Yeah.
Now the other guys have the sanity bar. So
the bad guys, well, and the good guys.
yeah,
Right.
So you can make them go insane.
Is it made by the same guys?
No, of course not.
Okay.
It's made by a completely different company who've basically played a lot of Darkest Dungeon.
Right.
Like, we're going to remake Darkest Dungeon differently and worse.
Okay.
So it's got like a graveyard instead of the town, and you can like put zombies and things in various buildings while you go on other missions. So like you put a zombie in, like a zombie might be injured.
Right.
You'll put him in the crypt, and then by the next time you'll heal up to
He's
full.
fine.
You can also like put them in the graves and like dig for stuff. You can put them in a library. But I found the problem was a little bit like some enemies have. So basically, like the game sort of wants you to come up with synergies, right? But there's not really very many synergies that work very well.
So it's kind of like Slay the Spire.
Yeah, and also you so for example, like I decided that I would make like an anti-sanity team. Okay, so I'd have like a banshee and a white.
To make them all go insane.
And to make them all go insane, because once their sanity bar runs out, they have a heart attack and die.
Just die.
Okay. Which is quite cool because it's like an alternate life bar. And
Yeah.
some enemies have like huge life but no sanity. And so I was like, oh, this is a really good way. And then I came across a group of enemies, and it was like a golem, and he didn't have a sanity bar. He was like
So you were just
a rock golem, so I
fucked.
couldn't kill him. I was like, fuck.
So you have to make a balanced team.
You have to make
as
it
well
kind
as
of-
getting sanities.
But then I came across like a guy who basically was a suicide bomber, and he like next turn would
he's
blow-
already insane.
he would blow himself up next turn, take out the 2 characters to the left of him.
Right.
So you have to push him back 2 squares,
Right.
basically. And I didn't have anyone who had any push.
Oh shit.
Anyway, I played it for about 4 or 5 hours. I got to the end of like the first boss,
Okay.
and I was like, I'm done. Sometimes in Darkest Dungeon, you are having an amazing time, and then like something happens where you lose like some important
Yeah.
guy, and you're like,
And then you have to start again with a bunch of scrubs.
and it's tough to have
Yeah.
that climb, but that's part of it. And if you like Darkest Dungeon, I think you should check out Iratus. I think it actually is something that might scratch that itch. It's definitely like nice to have a game with a new challenge and lots of new stuff, and like thinking about, if I put the whites and the banshee together, they can do this thing together, which is really cool and really powerful. And when it works, it's like, that was awesome. Yeah, so like, you work it out, it's quite good.
Might check it out.
I actually thought it was fine. I had a lot to say about it, so my arm's now getting tired.
Yeah.
Duncan, I love your hair.
Thanks.